began when I, Mr. Narrator, lent a chum of sorts a computer game in exchange for one of his. Being young, light-hearted and free of worry, I thought nothing of the transaction, even when Johnny, for that was his name, did not return the favour and act out his half of the bargain. The weeks came and went, and I wondered about my beautiful game, and how young Johnny was getting on with it.
How'd you like the game, Johnny? The reply came fast and then felt comfortable.
Hey, great, thanks. Yeah, I've not completed yet, but...
That's cool. No rush. It's all tip-top and dandy.
Days, weeks, months flashed by in a flurry. Johnny is now a drugged-up young youth. I realise it's been 6 months since I last saw the pretty people of the gaming world twirling their swords and twirling their swords.
Johnny,
I asked.
where the hell is my game? I need it back, mate. No time to delay.
Okay.
He said.
No problem, Geese. Tomorrow it's yours. Sorry for the trouble.
But surprise, surprise, on the morrow there was no Johnny. He did not grace the halls of my faithful education factory. I now realised getting my game back would be a battle. A big battle of brass balls, brilliance and brains. The next time I saw Johnny, I tried to be polite. Where's my favourite game, Jonathan?
Okay, don't worry. I'll get it for you tomorrow. I've got a bad memory, you see.
I relaxed a little. The delights of the PlayStation would take hold very soon.
That night, while socialising with my peers, your humble Mr. Narrator was astonished to discover that I was not the only one young druggy Johnny owed things to. It seems that a fellow drug user of Johnny's had dealt him some illegal substances, and Johnny had promised a payment later, and, uncharacteristically of Johnny, no payment was made. Being a ruthless drug user type, Johnny's chum relieved him of not only his computer, but all the games. Now all the pieces fit, and this interesting news did nothing short of infuriate your usually calm, peaceful storyteller. I decided to confront Johnny and the people I knew would hold power. The parents. As I trotted towards Johnny's house, I devised a plan. I would knock on the door in a forceful yet polite manner. I would politely ask if perhaps I could speak with Johnny, and while Johnny was coming, I would inform his unsuspecting parents of his treachery. Politely, of course. As the tale unfolded, I noticed a reddening of the father, reminiscent of a thermometer under sudden heat. Johnny's name was yelled in a bellowing voice that shook the walls. Suddenly, a clatter was heard upstairs, and Johnny came hurtling down, past his dad, through the door onto the street, straight at me. The door was slammed shut in his father's face despite his evident anger, and we were both bottle corking faster than sound on speed.
Why'd you do that?
Why not?
There's no need to get me old man involved.
Desperate times with desperate measures. I want my game back.
No worries. I'll get it for you Monday. Don't worry. Just don't come round again.
Got one more chance. Inside I was fuming, but I kept calm. As I waited for Monday to come, I began to only see strange images in front of my eyes. I needed my game. I needed to feel the rush of phony power the game gave me, and the feel of the cold black plastic between my palms. I was drenched with the hunger for it. The insanity was taking hold. I began to watch Johnny, tracking his every movement. So as Monday eventually rolled around, another plan was devised. This one was infallible.
Wyatt Billy was a lonely man, spent his days locked up in his apartment. You might think he didn't understand.
As I walked into school, lock, stock, strapped up and ready to fuck Johnny up, one of my pals, Tom, came over and asked me if I played on a certain computer game, and offered me it for a limited time, as he had recently completed it. Now I am sat in peace, playing my game. It's been a year now since I borrowed the game, and I think Tom is watching me. It doesn't bother me though, the cycle must go on.